Hi, I'm Paul Opoya, your design pro. Welcome to this episode in Revit. For this particular episode, we are going to learn how to create, how to model the wall cornices, the wall sweeps. For this particular one, we are going to have the cornices at our eaves. As you can see, our eave is an open eave, but we are going to close it to be a closed eave with a cornice. Yes, so there are two methods we can have this done. The first method is by creating a Revit family of the cornice, or we can model this in place. So we are going to start with the first method of creating the family, but don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more tutorials in Revit, and also to turn on your notification for daily updates. To start with, I can open any elevation. I'll come to any elevation. Let me open the south elevation, being the front one. I'll come and get the distance of the width, how I want my cornice to be. I'll come here, I pick the line dimension tool. So when I click on it, save the project. Always don't forget to save your project once Revit tells you or commands you to do so. So when I measure off this, I have 600 mm. Yeah, this will be the width of my cornice. Then for the height, we can give it 500. So I'll come straight away. I'll come to File, under File. When I click under File, I'll come to New. Then I look for Family. When I click on Family, it will bring me to this template, the English template. If you cannot see it, you have to go back and look for the templates. There are family templates here, but we shall look through in the English template. So I'll click through English template, then I'll look for a template named metric profile. That is where we are going to sketch our profile from. So I'll look through here. I'll look for metric profile. It is right here. So I will click on it, then open. When I open it, it will give me this interface. So these are reference lines. Now we are going to sketch our cornice profile from here. Once it opens immediately, it will come in the Create tab. So the Create tab is after the file. After File, then the next is Create. We have also Insert. Insert, that is in case you have a picture of the cornice you want, you can insert it here, then you just sketch on it. Yeah, but for this one, we are going to just sketch it by our own. Yeah, so I'll come under Create. We are going to create using the line tool. This is the line tool, or you type LI on the keyboard. So I'll click on the line tool. So when I click on the line tool, it has these geometrical methods of drawing it. We have the straight line method, then the rectangular. We have also the polygonal method, the circumscribed polygon, then the circular one, that is for the circle. Then for the curves, we have the spline line. We have the peak line method. Yeah, but we are going to go with the straight line method. So I'll come here. I mark off my 600 mm. I enter. I have something like that. I can escape. Then I also have to draw this one for the height of our cornice. Yeah, we said we want it to be 500. So I'll type in 500 mm. This is the width which is 600 mm. So I'll come back to create, then I'll create line, use the straight line. I'm going to drop down by, let me drop down by 35. I enter. Then I'll come use this method of start end radius. That is the first when we are doing the curves. I'll come, then I move 50. I enter, then I'll have a simple curve around here. You can play around with the radius of the curve. Maybe you give it 45, something like that. Or let us give it 30. So that is a bit curved outside. Then I'll come back, I'll create another line here. Create another line. Can give it 35 still. I enter that. Then I'm going to go inside. Can go inside by 65. Yes, right there. After drawing this, I'll come back to create. I'm going to create lines. I want here a curve. I'm going to use this start end radius curve. I click on it. I come right here. I look at the radius. I will give it a radius of 120, but we forgot to give it the length. So I'll come back. I move my cursor till it tells me I'm at 120, yes. Then I type in the distance. I want it to be 250. I enter. So we have our curve slanting at 120. Then the length is 250. So we have to give also the radius of the curve. So once I type the curve like that, I can simply come. I click on it. Then I adjust the radius. So I can give the radius 250. Yes, 250 is okay. So I'll come back. I draw my line again this side to come up with a profile. So I'll come back to create. Come online, I click on it. I'm going to use the first one. So I'll come here and drop down. I'll give it 25. That is the distance I want it. Then I'm going also to curve a little bit inside. So I'll come back to this method of start end radius curve. I click on it. I'm going to give it the angle to be 135. Then for the distance, we can move it 50. I type in 50, I enter. So I'm going to have a simple curve here. I escape. I come give it radius. I can go with 30. That is the radius, 30. So I have to draw to continue with the profile. Come back to create. Click on line. So I'm going to need another one here. Can move it at 50. Enter. Then I also move this side. Maybe 150. Enter. Then I can drop down to finish from this point. So when I finish, this is my profile I've created. So I'll have to join also here. I come join this to this. Then I'll have to join these two lines so that they don't cross each other. I come here and intersect or trim end. I click on it. I join this with this. So I have my profile like this. After creating the profile, we are going to save it. So you type Ctrl S on your keyboard. That is for saving. Ctrl S. So I'm going to give it a name. We can call it our cornice 1. I'll save it on the desktop. This is the desktop. I'll come to desktop. Then for the files of type, yeah, the extension should be RFA, that is Revit Family. So I'll save my family. Then I'll have to load it into the project. So it is already loaded into this project. So I'll come in my 3D. I'm going to have it drawn here. So how do we draw it on our eave? I'll come to wall and architecture. I click on the architecture tab. I drop down. I go to wall sweep. Remember, we have created a wall sweep. When I click on it, there is a default wall sweep. I just come here to edit type, and I'm going to look for it where there is profile, the default one. I'm going to drop down and look for the cornice I've created. So the name is here, cornice 1. So I'll click on it. I'll change material from here. Under material by category, I drop down. So I'll give it a material of gypsum. I'll come here, I type gypsum. This is my gypsum wall board. I already have that material in this project. So if you don't have, you can give it any material you have or that you want. So I'll click OK. Then I apply OK. So I'll come have my sweep drawn on this wall. When I rotate around, this is the strip I've created, but it is having a dark material. So I'll come click on it. I edit type. Under material, I'll drop down again. I'll give it this gypsum material. I click on it. I say OK. Apply OK. Yeah, this is nice. So how do I add it on these other walls? I'll come and click on it. Then I'll come here where there is add stroke remove wall. I click on it. I go on adding to the walls. I'll add on this. So when I click on this, it is showing me it has selected the entire wall up to the other side. So I'll have to cut this wall so that it does not affect the shade. So I'll click on this wall. I can cut it from the plan view. I come to the ground floor plan. This is the wall. So I'll cut it from here. This is my split tool. I'll have to split it. I click on it. I split it around there. Then also this one, I'm going to do the same. I'll have to split it. I'll split it there. Then also this one, the same thing. I'll split it right there. Then there is also this one. Click on this. I split it right there. Then there is this last one. I'll split it right there. So I'll come back to my 3D. I click on my wall sweep. I come add stroke remove wall. Click on it. I come pick this wall. I rotate. I pick this wall. There is also this wall. I pick that wall. I pick this wall. I pick that wall. Pick this. I forgot to cut this wall. So I'll go back to my ground floor. Yes, we're having also this wall. Since we have here the shade, so I'll have to cut this also somewhere here. Then this somewhere there. So I come back to my 3D, I click on this, I come to add stroke remove wall, I click on this, click on this, I rotate around, click on this, then I click on this, and this one here up, I click on this, then I join it with this one. There is also this one remaining, I join it like that. So we have our cornice at the edge of our wall. So we have already created this cornice. This is the first method of creating such cornices. Then for the second method, that is the model in place method, we are going to have this same sweep using that second method of creating it. So I'll have to first go with this. I click on it, then I delete it. So I'll come under architecture, I look for the architecture tab. When I click on it, I look for model. Model is right here. Then I'll have to drop down. Then I look for model in place. I click on model in place. Once Revit tells you to save your project, make sure you save it so that you avoid losing your work. So after clicking on modeling in place, I'll come and choose casework. So I'll come and click on casework. I say OK. I'm going to name it as cornice. And I say OK. So after doing that, I'll come and look for the sweep tool. So the sweep tool is right here, solid sweep. So I'll click on it, then I come and pick a path. You can either sketch a path or you pick a path. But for this case, let us pick a path. We are going to pick a path of our cornice. So I'll click on this. Remember, we want to close these open eaves of our roof to a closed cornice eave. So I'll come, pick this. I also pick this. I pick this. I come, I pick this. I pick this. So I'm picking the path of our cornice, the way I want the cornice to move. So I come, pick this, pick this, pick this. I come and pick this, pick this. I come and pick this, come and pick this, pick this, pick this, come and pick this, pick this. I come and pick this. So that is our path of the cornice, but you have to make sure you close all the loops, the open loops. So I'll come to this trim stroke extend tool. So I click on it. I'll join this with this. I join this to this, join this to this. I come join this to this, join this with this, join this to this. I join this with this. I come join this with this. I join this with this. I make sure all the loops are closed. Join this with this. I join this to this. I join this to this. So after closing the loops of the path of our cornice, I'll come and tick. So when I've ticked, that is the path we have for the cornice. So I'll come, I will just click on this left so that I get these reference lines. So I'm going to draw the cornice, or to sketch the profile of our cornice from here. Remember, in the first method we had these reference lines and we sketched our cornice around here, but for this model in place, it gives you the reference lines on the drawing direct after sketching the path. So I'll come here under edit profile. So I'm going to sketch the profile. So when I click on edit profile, I have all the methods of drawing it, the geometrical methods of drawing the profile. So I'm going to use this first method, which is just the line. I'll come here, I draw my line just the way as we did in the other first method. Click this, I'm going to drop here 35, I enter. I want a curve. I'm going to use this first method. I can move it 50. I enter. I do that. I escape. Then I click. I give it radius, which is 30. And I'll do the same. I'll come back here. Pick this straight line method. Click on it. I come here. I'm going to move 35 again. I enter. So I need to move inside. I'm going to move inside by 50. I enter. So now I need a curve. So I'm going to use this start end radius arc method of achieving that curve. I click on it. Remember our curve, we had the distance being 250 and the angle was 120. So you can go on adjusting the angle at 120. So you move your cursor, yeah, that is 120. Then for the distance was 250. I enter. Then I draw my curve and I'm going to give it the radius 250. That is what we had. Then I'll come draw it here again. I drop it down by 50. So I'm going to have also a curve. Let me come this side by 65. So I'm going to have also a small curve here. I'm going to use this same method of start end radius curve. I click on it and I can give this still also 120. Then I give a simple curve like that. Then I'll drop down again. Now use this first method. I drop it by 40. I come back here maybe 150. I say enter, then I drop down by 50. Then I come join here and then finish from here. So you can sketch any profile that you desire and you give specific dimensions, because remember these profiles are cut out, so you have to give defined dimensions to it. So I come here, I change the material. Under material I come, I drop down. The material we gave was gypsum, which is right here. So I'm going to click on it. I apply, I say okay. Then I'll come and tick my profile. Then I finish the model. So we have something like this. If you were to check, this is the second method of achieving that cornice profile. So we have something like this. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you learned something. Watch out for more tutorials in Revit. And also don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more tutorials and to turn on your notification for daily updates. Thank you. Stay blessed.